Hi, I'm Frank Clayton. I'm a licensed professional counselor in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I specialize in happiness. In 2007, there was a study released that showed that Utah ranks number 9 in the nation for suicides. And this study showed that it is particularly bad in 10 counties in the outlying areas of Utah. In those 10 counties, the suicide rate is in the 90th percentile for suicides when compared to the national averages. This is something that needs to be addressed. And so I have been studying positive psychology for the past 2.5 years, and I've been teaching a class called Happiness 101. And a few months ago, I realized that I could teach Happiness 101 that would allow the people in those outlying areas to get what they really need, which is they need tools to be able to be happier. And so I recognized that I already had everything that I needed in order to help people, but then it was, how do I deliver it? How do I get this information to the people that really need it in these outlying areas? And so I recognized that I could bring Happiness 101 to the internet via a webinar, and this is something that would allow the people in these outlying areas to get this information so that they can bring themselves out of that state of depression, and not only that, not only just survive, but actually bring them to a point of thriving. The information that I give in Happiness 101 is all scientifically based, and the students in all of the previous classes have gotten so much better, they're so much happier, and they talk about it, and they tell their friends, and their friends tell their friends. And happiness has been shown to actually spread in the same way as a virus. And so I want to take that same concept, and I want to help those people in the outlying areas so that not just they as a person, but that happiness can spread throughout those rural areas so that it can actually reduce the suicide rate in Utah. This is what I want to bring to the table. So how you can help is obviously by participating. We have a Facebook group that's actually called the Happiness 101 Webinar to Reduce Suicide in Utah. You can find that through my Facebook profile, but you can also just find it by running a search. It's a public group, and we're going to be doing part of the webinar through that group. So there's no strings, there's no cost to this. You just join that Facebook group, and on October 5th, I will start teaching Happiness 101 via the webinar. It'll be in the same format as the regular class in that it'll be 2 hours apiece, and so that will run for 6 weeks. So that'll be every Wednesday night starting on October 5th from 7 to 9 p.m. I will have an opportunity for people to call in to ask questions and interact. And I also have kind of a little secret weapon that is going to help with the community connection. Social connections is such an amazingly important part of happiness. And so I have a little surprise for people when they come to the webinar about how we can knit people together that are all looking for the same thing. So you can also help by distributing this video to as many people as you can, especially people in the outlying areas of Utah, and help get the word out for people not only to stop feeling depressed, but also to actually feel happier. As somebody that is in the webinar, you will learn a ton about yourself. You'll learn more about what your personal strengths are. You will learn about what happiness habits would best suit you, and you will measure on a weekly basis your level of happiness and depression so that you can actually see yourself improving every single week. I hope that you'll join us for the webinar. It's going to be a lot of fun, so please help get the word out and let people know about the Happiness 101 webinar to reduce suicide in Utah. Thanks.